This is the Uncle Chris Sports Show coming from you live at Uncle Chris's crib. And today we talk about the NFL bringing back celebrations.
Boy, we need some celebration now. We're celebrating right now. Y'all go ahead and get your popcorn ready and all that crap, right?
Right, get your popcorn ready, everybody.
What are we celebrating in the NFL? I'm just kind of curious.
They have brought back celebrations, Uncle Chris. And first celebration we have to talk about is the do's and the don'ts. The don'ts is one of Antonio Brown's miserable, well, you know what happened in Washington.
Refresh my memory, because I'm old.
He twerked in Washington.
Grown men don't twerk, man, unless you got a mangina.
He twerked.
Grown men don't twerk, guys.
He don't. What was it?
I mean, unless you got a mangina, don't twerk, guys. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I mean, what was thinking there? And the do's and the don'ts. The do is you can use the football as a prop.
You can?
You can. Like, you can wipe the baby and wipe the diaper. You can. The don't is you can do a Terrell Owens where he signed the football and gave it to the fan.
Well, I think it'd be better just to sign the football and give it to the fans. I mean, that's what the ticket holders are paying for anyway, a souvenir.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather them give the football away to a fan, you know, because, you know, what's the damn football cost compared to all the other crap?
I agree.
I mean, it's a whole lot easier to go ahead and give the football away to somebody, to a kid, man, the rest of his life. I mean, but to sit down yonder and hunch the football and smack it around and act like you're drinking it like it's a 40 or something, I mean, that's called kid for life.
I know.
Just give him the damn football.
I agree.
Sign it, you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't sign it, just give it to him. And I mean, that, you know, if you give it to him and you're the favorite team, chances are he gonna never get rid of it no way. He's gonna cherish it for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That's good for sport. You're growing sport.
I agree.
And you got a grown man sitting there hunching the ball and everything else with it. I mean, you know, you might drive away a fan.
Yep. Look at Antonio Brown, what he did in the end zone.
I don't know, man. You know, there's a lot of kids out there that like 20, you get out of college, you're like 23, 22 years old. 22 to about 26, 27 years old. I mean, that's what the average player is before he gets out. I hate to tell you this. Between the concussions and your cerebral frontal lobe not maturing until you're 30, you do a lot of adolescent things. I mean, you got a kid in college, I mean, and let's face it, guys, you watch the football team, you guys are, what the hell are you guys doing?
I agree. There's a lot of that.
They've been doing this game for this long and they don't know how the game is played. They don't know how to handle themselves on national TV. It's an idea. You got to know how to handle yourself out in public before you can handle yourself on national TV.
Ta-da!
It's something for your owners. If you want somebody to represent you, and the guy was a fool off the field, chances are he's going to be a fool on the field.
T.O.
Because this is a bill on this side of the table, it's a bill on that side of the table. And when you slide it all the way across, it's still a bill. It don't change from this side to the other, it's the same thing. A fool is a fool is a fool is a fool. Embarrassment, 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 embarrassment. Degradation, not defecation of the game, defecation of the game, defecation of the game, just crapped all over. And it's the same thing from this end to that end. It don't change.
All Chris knows to say, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true.
Oh, it's really real.
It's real.
It's really real.
Yeah. And here's another. The don't is another don't. You cannot take your helmet off, no matter what, after you're done scoring a
You
touchdown.
know why you can't take your helmet off?
One guy threw it at another one.
What you got to realize is they can't take the helmet off because they don't want to draw attention to themselves. You got a dang grown man twerking in the end zone. Trust me, he ain't got to take his helmet off.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Or you got to take your damn helmet off to show somebody how mad you are. I'm mad now. Show me how mad you are on the next play. Keep your damn helmet on.
I agree.
Be a man.
Who's that guy who played for Oakland? He played right beside Howie Long.
Not Lazita.
Yep. If he threw his helmet at another player.
I don't know. You had the great Matt Miller play for the Oakland Raiders.
Yep.
Matt Miller, he was a. And to me, Matt Miller was talking more crap a little bit. He's like there's an old offensive line that played for Arizona back in the early 70s, about late 70s, that mid-70s. His name was Conrad Dolan. He stirred up more crap than a little bit.
Mm.
I think Matt Miller was Conrad Dolan reincarnated because he was just a big troublemaker.
Yeah.
I love the way he played. He probably one of the best run-stopping linebackers that ever was. You sucked on path coverage, but I'll be the first one to tell you. You got to pick or two, and playing nickel, but as far as stopping the run, if you had a team that could run the ball, and he was on that field, you couldn't run the ball. Unblockable.
Your next, here's another one you can do. You can celebrate on the ground, like you can do little snow angel. If it's snowing, good chance it snows in Green Bay and Chicago and all the different places. You can make a snow angel. That's legal.
There again, guy takes away from the game. And they say, oh, the NFL means a no fun league. Right? Ain't that all the kids are saying that?
No fun league.
It ain't supposed to be fun, guys. You gotta realize this is the closest thing you got to gladiators right here.
Yeah, I agree.
Football is nothing more than one army on one side of the field, one army on the other side of the field. And the whole idea of football is to impose your will on this man. You got this man that weighs more than you, and you want to move him. And you want to move him, and you want to move him. That's football.
You impose your will.
Impose your will on another man.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
True.
It is not show business.
I agree.
They got MTVs. They always, Gronk's got in some video now where he's dancing with some woman, chasing all these butt naked women, just about half butt naked anyway. You guys want to be on TV, man, and show your likeness and everything else, and act a fool. They got music videos every day, and I'm sure they let you be on.
I agree. They're always on.
Gronk's on one.
I know. Back to football.
No, he's up there bouncing up and down on the trampoline with them hot chicks. Well, he's a bachelor. He can act a fool all he wants to.
Yeah. But let's just.
At least he's not doing it on the field.
Yeah, let's just face it about Gronk. He can do whatever he wants when he's in pass cut, when he's running a route.
It's not just that. I mean, it's like he's got to live up to a reputation now or something. And believe it or not, I said Belichick get rid of him 2 more years. You know why?
Why?
Well, he needs him right now, but because he's distracting. Do what you want to, he's distracting. And Bill Belichick don't like that crap on his team.
No, he doesn't.
Don't be surprised if he gets rid of Gronk. Not this season, this upcoming season, the season after. And being the used car salesman he will get good mileage on them tires.
He will.
He will get a diamond in the rough and 5 rubies, a bag of chitlins, and 2 pomegranates for that one man. It always comes out ahead. I just don't understand.
He the only man.
It's like he's hedging his bet. It's like he hedges his bet after the hand is dealt.
True.
Yeah.
I know. The next question for the day is Uncle Chris is, which team in the draft and in free agency has improved the most in your opinion?
I'm going to say, we're going to go with the biggest loser. Let's play the biggest loser.
The biggest loser.
This is the biggest loser. Who's been the biggest loser the last 12 years in the draft? Who's been the biggest loser?
Of course, everyone's going to say, well, we don't even have to guess. They went 1-15 this year.
Well, Drew Carey said Cleveland rocks, but I think it sucks. But let's face it. This year, they have zigged for the last 12 years. They finally zagged, guys. They finally zagged, man. I mean, it's like it's kind of funny to me because now they have decided since we can't score no points, maybe we can keep somebody from scoring some points.
Yes.
That is something to build on, man. What a concept. Has anybody ever thought about this before? What a concept. Build a Super Bowl team around defense. My goodness, they've had the opportunity to do that for the last 15 years. And what do we keep doing? We keep drafting quarterbacks. Their first round pick was what?
Myles Garrett, defense.
Defensive player.
And then went Jabril Peppers, defense.
What a concept, guys. In 2 years, you're looking at a defense that could, in the conference they're in, is known for defense. If you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, well, let's face it, Pittsburgh is old. I ain't kidding. I mean, wheel bearings falling out and everything else. Ain't a whole lot left on Pittsburgh. I say Pittsburgh in 3 years, if they don't get their act together, Ben's going to be looking to retire early with the 15th concussion, and I'm going to say that their defense couldn't hold back a cup of water spilling out of the dike. I mean, because the defense ain't what it should be.
Yeah, back then when
The defense this year looked bad.
It did until the playoff run when you're kind of right.
No, they played Kansas City, and Kansas City played just good enough to keep them in the game.
They conservative.
They played conservative. We know we can score this many points, so let's go ahead and run the ball 3 times and kick it back to them. See what they can do with it. And Andy Reid put a bunch of points in a hurry, but you got to realize sometimes the best way to go ahead and beat a team, Andy, think about this. If you could stack bricks on top of one another, you could build a dynasty, dude.
I agree.
But you gotta stack. You just stick one brick up there and you go home. You know what I mean? You go home, go on vacation. You need to start stacking bricks on top of one another and build you a dynasty.
Well, here's the foundation. I'm sorry.
The foundation. You got the foundation.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, but you know what? He's got Alex Smith. To me, Alex Smith's one of the better. Listen to me, you heard it here. Alex Smith is one of the premier quarterbacks for the last 4 years that nobody knows of.
I agree.
And the reason he is so good, he don't hang on to the ball.
He's a game manager.
He's a game manager. If he can't help you, he's not going to cut your throat and let you bleed out all over the field. Cam. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Really.
I know.
I mean, it's not the Kansas City Smiths. I mean, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, and he does a great job of managing the game.
It really is.
And will he keep driving the line with his leg? Yes, he will. Can he do it his own guys? Yes, he can. But you're going to see a new offense open up this year for Kansas City. You're going to see some stuff that we couldn't really do last year. Let's face it, it was in the playbook. But it was set in 3 different formations. You're going to see it this year, and you're going to see a lot of gadgetry because you got 2 players on that field that can really gadget.
Yeah.
And if you do nothing else, guys, you can put them guys on both ends and run the ball right in the middle because those have got to count on.
Right, yeah. That's true.
Just as 2 speedsters you got on that field alone, not counting your tight end. I mean, if we just get some guard and tackle play, man, let's face it, we could and come off the ball together, guys, could have the best running game in the NFL.
Yeah.
Bar none.
I know.
And guys, the defense is good, but the only thing I don't like about the defense is
Too much cover too.
too much cover too. It's like, let's not give up the big play, yo. Hell, give up the big play. We can score 7 on them again. Put the pressure back on them. I mean, at some point in juncture, you got to go ahead and say, all right, we're going to. Don't look like Barack Obama. Draw a line, back up, draw a line, back up, draw a line, back up. You do a Bush. You do a push. You go straight to Baghdad with it. You don't back up.
That's what they're. Well, They had a little bit of aggressive plays, but the aggressor was not Andy Reid, it was Eric Berry.
Eric Berry could see that stuff too.
Yeah, he can.
And he was a great story this year.
Man, it was.
Comeback player of the year.
It was like actually, Jordy Nelson this year, but I think last year, well, sorry for that. The year before was Jordy Nelson. 2 years before was Eric Berry.
I'm gonna tell you what. He's gonna be the comeback player this year.
Gosh, should be. He beat Lymphoma. Plays like a defensive, defensive MVP.
He's gonna be the comeback. He's gonna research it yourself. But it's an amazing thing to me. We were talking about Cam Chancellor last time we were talking. The guys, they would not cut loose. I told you Seattle would not let him go. They did not let him go. Seattle did not let Richard Sherman go. There's a reason for it.
He is part of
Well, if Richard Sherman was to be let go, don't you think somebody in that same division be picking him up?
Yeah. Arizona, San Francisco, LA.
I say San Francisco would big time. San Francisco would pick him up, and they would probably. What would they trade for? I mean, what would they trade for?
First rounders.
You couldn't consider trading the first round.
There's only one guy for that team that they really do have, and he's one part of that great defense with Patrick Willis, who's Navarro Bowman.
Okay.
No, could you trade them? I mean, think about it. You have to worry about San Francisco. What can you trade them? What does San Francisco got to trade? What they got to trade? Exactly, they got nothing to trade. Because, you ever notice when Harbaugh took over, he had a Super Bowl run and everybody was wanting to get off that team and retire and everything. There's a reason for it. Well, number one, they didn't trust Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Most of your defensive players were leaving, if you remember that.
Justin Smith left.
They were leaving for a reason. And somebody got screwed over really bad. That's the reason. I think that's a lot of reason they didn't want to go ahead and put their body out there for Harbaugh. They would put their body out there for Singletary, but they would have done it for Harbaugh. And guess what, fellas? I don't blame them. I wouldn't put my body out there for Harbaugh either, but I would for Singletary.
Singletary was the man who built that Niners defense.
He built that team. I tell you something else. Everybody's talking about how great Coach Roy Williams is. Congratulations, UNC Tar Heels winning the national championship. Everybody talking about how great a guy that Roy Williams was. The first championship he got, he won with a team that was built by Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty built the team, got all those McDonald's All-American, and started all freshmen for the first year. And had a winning record, and you got rid of him for Roy Williams. And the next year, Roy Williams wins the national championship and goes to the Final Four 2 more times. That same team that one ex-player built all by his lonesome.
Got cut.
And Roy just stepped right in there. And I can't believe it. Roy did good this year. He actually made a coaching call that didn't cost him the game. I mean, let's face it, man. I see all these shirts, got Roy, got Roy, got Roy. Trust me, guys, if you didn't have Roy, you'd have more championships. If you got rid of Roy, you'd have more championships. As odd as that may sound. Believe it.
Your next question for the day is Uncle Chris says, we were talking about you built a team on defense earlier on. Now, I don't know, but we always talk about the scariest man alive. He wears number 99. He plays in LA.
Because they're in Donald, yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about the LA Rams. They had this may sound bad because of how many points they may have given up, but let's look at the year. They had a great defense this year overall, in my opinion.
Well, this is a breakout year, man. They're going to score points this year. They're going to do one or two things. They did draft a quarterback.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, but they had a new quarterback last year. What was his name? they took a draft this year for a quarterback.
I don't know who is.
Anyway, I know this, guys. They got a quarterback 2 years back to back. That does one of two things. It either lights a fire up under his ass and makes him play better, or he sucks it up so bad they got to bench him.
I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
If he can run the ball, quarterback play is irrelevant. True, if we can run the ball, quarterback play is irrelevant. And it is.
I know.
Because if I'm on that team, I'm an old fat man and I can run that team, I can hit a 5-yard hitch if everybody's cheating up. Pretty much. If you can run the ball, you ain't got to put that much stock in your quarterback.
Yeah, that's what a team
Here's an idea. Build a defense, build an offensive line.
That's
If you got a defense and you travel with your what?
defense.
In your running game.
Yeah.
They say a team travels on its defense and its running game.
True.
That's the first two things you pack when you go out of town, right?
Right.
Should be the first two things you stick on the field when you play at home.
Defense and online.
Because if you can run the ball and you can stop them from running the ball and you can keep them from scoring, trust me, you're gonna get a lead. And eventually they're gonna get tired of you driving the ball down their throat. They're gonna move everybody up and then you just gotta go. And I don't get it. You got these owners that making like they paying these head coaches like millions of dollars. And all they do is they get all the cronies together that, they had a couple of beers with or whatever. I said, well, we're going to let you be the offensive coordinator and you're going to be the linebackers coach, you're going to be safeties coach. And these guys are making millions and millions of dollars, folks. And the recipe's always been simple for a championship. Defense wins championships. True?
True. Look what happened to Denver.
Yeah, defense wins championships.
Look what happened to Seattle. They did.
I'm gonna tell you what, Denver won a championship, but I'm gonna tell you what, Cam Newton was half the reason they won a championship because it's not the fact that Denver played so great, it's that Cam Newton was too immature to handle it. Basically. I mean, you take a 12-step drop to throw a damn ball. I mean, come on, man. I said it before, you ain't got to run back to the 20 to throw the damn ball 10 yards down the field. You know you're strong. All right.
You see it for stands.
Yeah, he killed the stands. The guy's 6'5". I mean, he just wasn't mature enough to handle it. And he had some success early. And, as most players do, they believe the hype. These folks are there to build you up so you can fall real fall. They build you up, and the fall is wrong.
I know.
Because every time they build you up, you puff yourself up a little bit, you just went another lung up on that ladder.
No, I'm not taking any shots at anyone.
I'm going to shoot at all of y'all.
I'm talking about right here. I was, last year, well, for the viewers, we were around for a long time, but in 2016 I tried to build the July 4th cook-off into something that it was not to be. I was like building it up to be Super Bowl 52 or Super Bowl 51, but at the time it was Super Bowl 51. I built it up so high that when we got to the July 4th day, it happened to be a blowout. 17-3, Elizabeth won it.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. And she beat Papa Sam.
A lot of times Super Bowl the same way, but most times it's kind of competitive. It has been for the last couple of years. True.
True.
Yeah. I mean, it's they say it's like the pendulum swings one way or the other, and the game hinges on that. One play. Oh, we're playmakers. Go out and make a play. How about go out and do your damn job?
Bill Belichick says it best.
Yeah, we got playmakers make plays. Go out and do your damn job.
Just to do
It's that simple. Do your job. Plays will come.
Bill
Plays will come. You ain't got to reach in your butt and pull something out. I mean, I hear that crap all the time, Michael Irvin. Playmakers make plays. No, they're just doing their job. I'm paying you $6 million to catch the damn ball. You better come down with it.
You better.
You better come down with it.
I agree.
I mean, what's wrong? You know, you say you're gonna do something for X, Y, and Z. You should be expected to do it.
Totally.
I mean, the biggest problem is, like I said, you get kids in there and they get all this money and it goes through their head.
Yeah.
I mean, most grown men don't think with the brain until in their late 30s anyway, so most of them are thinking with a ding-a-ling anyway.
That's what Grandpa told me.
And they make dick moves. I mean,
True. I remember. There's another.
that's why they call them. That's why they call dumb people dinguses.
All right. There's this other thing that I was looking about. I forgot what I was going to say. Bill Belichick has like a core group of players. Like he had elite players. I could tell. Like one of them was Ninkovich, and they had Jamie Collins, and then they had who's that guy? Chandler Jones and Jabal Shear. And guess what he told them? Just do your job.
Just do your job.
And they're like,
And it's that simple, guys.
I know. They're like elite players in the NFL. And then here's Belichick. Just do your job.
And I always hear this, oh, well, you go ahead and pick this guy. It's like comparing apple to oranges. If I get an outside linebacker, I expect one to be able to cover. I expect him to be able to stop the run. I expect him to be able to blitz. So how's it comparing apples to oranges? You try to tell me one linebacker right there is so much better than the rest of them that he's an orange and the rest of them apples? It's not. All linebackers, they got the same three responsibilities.
Cover.
Cover, blitzing,
Blitz.
stopping the
And
run.
run.
And guess what? You show me one linebacker can do all three. Show me one.
I can't name
Where
you.
one is strong in one area, he's weak in another. There's no such thing as complete linebacker. So you just say you compare apples to oranges. They ain't no oranges, all of them apples.
I
Because
agree.
can none of them do, you know,
I agree.
really, I mean, you got your corners, you got some corners that, well, and let's talk about corners for a minute, because I'm so pissed off at the corners, man. I'm even more pissed off at damn safeties. How you get a damn 25-yard hit, stop that man get in front of him. But on a corner, man, I mean, I see these little black dudes, man, and they're like 5'5" covering a 6'5" guy, man. How in the hell did y'all draft a pygmy to cover a basketball player?
Ta-da! It's just common sense.
Common sense. You hired a 5'6" pygmy to cover a basketball player. Dude,
It's
I
like
don't care if he can run for 140. If he can't jump 5'9" when he runs it ain't happening.
it's like saying David versus Goliath. David's the DB and Goliath's the receiver. Who's gonna win that matchup? Goliath.
Really? I mean, it'd be like, I mean, you see some of the size of the receivers in these cornerbacks, man. It's like you out there playing basketball with a 4-year-old. Like, can't get it, can't get it, throw the ball. I mean, it's no contest.
I know.
I don't get it. I mean, why would you hire a corner not at least 6'1"? It's an idea, guys. I mean, and you know what's the sad part about it is, most West Coast teams, they try things before East Coast teams, and I never will understand it. But there's nothing wrong with a tall corner.
Nothing wrong. If you
Who loves Richard Sherman?
Yeah.
How tall is Richard Sherman?
6'1". 6'2".
About 6'2". He's 6'2". And the guy's got long arms, and guess what? You don't throw that, son, because you can't out-jump him.
I agree.
You cannot out-jump him, can you, guys?
No. Well, there's one guy who could beat him, but he just got held at the last play. And this guy's pretty much uncoverable. His name is Julio Jones.
Julio. Man, that is a fine specimen of a man. You sexy man. I ain't kidding.
I know.
Beat my Panthers down like they stole something. Send them back to the house. They don't do this. They won't dap and they won't hide in the head like that. They won't dab it.
They're hiding.
When they do the dab, they do do what they call it, the dab lock, dab it, lock it. I mean, I noticed that Gatorade towel was covering his whole head this year. I ain't kidding. But I'm gonna tell you what, that was just.
Pete, that's just. And guess what the worst thing about it was? I'm sorry.
I tell you what the worst thing about it was, the free safety had a 25-yard head start and still got beat by 10 yards.
Look here, I just got one.
All Matt Ryan's got to do is like he's gonna pump it and them guys shoot up. He was like, ate that cheese. You bit that cheese.
Uncle Chris and you and I always have these little words to say, and it's big on our sports show. What were you thinking?
And that's the problem.
They won't.
They won't. Bottom line, they won't. I'm telling you, you're playing too deep coverage. You got Julio running down the field like a butt naked streaker in a cow pasture without a soul around it. Basically, I mean, he just gliding like a gazelle, doing his little thing. He's got press man coverage to the outside and two deep safeties, and he does a run straight down the sideline as hard as he can. He breaks it off to the dang right, and for some reason or other, he gets behind the safeties.
How does that happen?
And Matty Ice has got a cannon.
Gosh,
And if he didn't have a cannon, ain't nobody tall enough for the Carolina Panthers to catch the ball no way.
I saw it twice this year, but I don't feel bad. I saw it twice.
Really?
I know.
And it's like, okay, y'all, Julio, look, we're gonna go and get 7 points right now because we're gonna, Sports Center needs another highlight reel.
They're gonna get one.
We need another highlight reel. Dion ain't got nothing to talk about. Michael Irvin ain't got nothing to talk about. We're gonna give him something to talk about. Let's go out there and do this for us, We'll, do the dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
But it's like he can do it whenever he wants to.
I know.
It's not like when he's got to, it's when he wants to.
And guess what? You know the saddest part about the game when I saw it, the first time they met? They were pressing Julio Jones with rookies. And man-to-man coverage.
Man-to-man coverage, man. We got to play strong.
And
Man-to-man coverage with rookies.
And they're like the size of a Smurf.
Yeah, a little bit, like little pygmies. You see a little pygmy trying out
Like
with
a-
a little bit of short guy?
It's like a troll almost.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, good gracious, there's such a big mismatch. And then you're trying to do press in the end zone, which you know is going to happen. It's going to be like,
You know, it's sort of like, it's like he's looking down, he's going to ball.
it's not like even a jump ball anymore. It's like a layup.
I know. Good luck.
It's like a lay down. Get the ball. Sean, just get the ball. Because, the height advantage is ridiculous. And why in the world are you playing press coverage on the goal line with DBs when you got all them receivers on your bench? Hail Mary, goal line stuff. Know you're going to throw it the corner.
Mm.
I mean, they're going to throw the post.
It's fade route.
Fade, corner, post, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's so bad about it is they'll have 3 shots at it and the receiver run the same route 3 times.
Tell me about it.
Don't you think you could just go up there and just have somebody standing there? You really?
I know.
I know you got accountability here and here and here. Well, we're going to give him 3 shots at it. He's going to come down with it. Well, yeah, he's going to come down with it.
I know.
3 things. He's 5 inches tall. He's got longer reach advantage. He's got a higher jump advantage, right?
Longer arms.
Unless the guy grabs him by the waist and pulls him down, he ain't got a chance.
TJ Ward, you better listen.
And T.J. Ward, you better hear right. You put your man bits on another man.
You beat his front pocket, get his wallet.
Yeah, he had his wallet, credit card. Good gracious.
Yeah,
That was Christmas around his joint. Man, the ATL threw down all that money he had.
I know it. All right.
Yeah, y'all were robbed.
I agree. All right, let's move on to a subject in this call. And we always love to do this. I had my what were you thinking was gathered up this time, everybody. It's called What Were You Thinking?
Yeah.
All right. It happened in Green Bay. We get so hyped around America's game at 4:25. Seattle versus Green Bay. The battle between the 12 man versus the 12, number 12, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go. Russell Wilson. You had to really play a good quarterback, right?
You would think.
He was wearing white. The Packers are wearing green and yellow. He thought he threw 5 touchdowns, but he threw 5 receptions. But 5 of those receptions were to the guys in green. To me, it's like picking a tick off a dog.
Yeah, picking them all like ticks off a dog, y'all.
Yeah.
It was bad.
What? Russell Wilson, what were you thinking?
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Hey, he was doing a bad game.
Yeah, but that was.
All I gotta say is, man, that was some hellacious jet lag on it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, man, you wanna do it? We 4 time zones?
5 times. He threw 5 picks. I remember seeing it.
Hey, what you got? You got Mountain, Pacific, Central,
Central and Eastern.
and Eastern. That's 4 time zones, right? He went from this time zone to that time zone. I love me some Russell Wilson. I'm here the first one to tell you.
I like him.
Mighty Mouse is a bad dude. Let me tell you what. Boy, you did not pack your quarterback IQ, because I'm gonna tell you what. I couldn't throw 4 picks against the Green Bay defense, man, because they suck. They do.
I know.
They do. They could not stop a running nose.
That's terrible.
They couldn't.
What happened?
You know, that's how Eli, of all people, Eli, a man that plays you guys tight. And when it comes down to it, got to have a score, Eli will go right down the field on y'all.
I know. And
It was so bad about it. You're not playing prevent.
they weren't playing. They were playing prevent or what?
No, they weren't playing prevent. I mean, they were blitzing on every play. You know, Eli go back there, man, clumsy looking, awkward looking. I mean, he'll throw 2 passes and they'll drop it. He'll hit one big one, then he'll drop one and he'll hit a big one. They go up and down the field on him.
I know.
Green Bay is not a good defense. Green Bay's defense. And what now happened to Raja? He ain't showed up forever, has he?
He retired a few years back.
Well, he retired a few years back. I get it. But what they replaced him with?
They said Mike Daniel.
No.
Yeah, that's
No. You know what gets me is, look, you had a man amongst boys go to Houston, Texas and play nose tackle.
Vince Wilfork.
Vince Wilfork. That's that is a man amongst boys.
He is so big, so strong.
So strong, I mean. And what did the Texans struggle with more than anything else?
Their run game.
Their run game, and what a better person to run stop it. You know what? And, you know, the Texans got Cushing, and what's the other kid they got on the other side?
They have Cushing, then they have. Alright, this is the Texas defense. This is their front 7, as I can relate. They lost one guy named John Simon. Then they have J.J. Watt, Vince Wilfork, David Clowney, Whitney Merciless.
That's what his name was, Merciless.
And then they have Brian Cushing.
Brian Cushing is the better cover backer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Merciless is cruel. Now, he got the right name. He's one of the better blitzing linebackers there is. But you know what? In Pittsburgh was the model for the Carolina Panthers defense. You can say what you want to. Pittsburgh Steelers defense was the model for the Carolina Panthers defense for years and years. And Houston is trying to go ahead and have a little bit of success on the same way. I mean, if you think about it, and it does work, you know. But they try to mimic one another. But if you think about it, Texans is trying to have a Baltimore Ravens defense, and because they want their linebackers and their defensive ends, you know what I mean? Because they got speed and they got good tackling. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So in order to do that, you got to have a good nose tackle.
And they got him
Ray Lewis.
at 10.
Ray Lewis, I love you, brother. Really do. you wouldn't have been jack squat without Tony Saragusa, without Haloti Ngata. Suggs, you wouldn't either.
And they lost Saragusa and Nana somewhere else.
Well, Saragusa retired.
Yeah, Saragusa's retired and Nana went to Detroit. And look where they're at now.
I know, guys, but think about it. You wouldn't have, they talk about how great the linebacker play was and the defensive ends play was in Baltimore. For years and years, right, guys?
Right.
Really, I mean, just a fierce defense, and it was all set up with the nose tackle play, was it not?
It was.
It was. And you had all these pro bowlers wearing these gold jackets, and he's getting all these sacks and all these tackles for losses and all these fumble recoveries. And that great big old man that sit there and took up 2 blocks and drove the pile back every time. All he did was get to go sit on the bench and drink him a Gatorade.
Yep.
So they did give Tony Saragusa a microphone later on, to go ahead and do some on-field reporting. But if it wasn't for those guys, man, you guys wouldn't have been. I mean, it would have been crap.
I know. They wouldn't.
It's amazing. It's amazing how football fame swings on the hinges of other people. Because you never hear about Tony Saragusa. You never hear much about Haloti Ngata.
You don't hear much about the old line, do you?
You never hear. Only time you hear about a great offensive line is they talk about Dallas.
True.
And they hold the first 3 quarters. They don't ever get called for holding calls till the second half, and it's generally about 10 minutes after the second half goes. They hold on every play. I mean, they're literally tackling people.
I know.
But you never hear about the interior defensive line in the NFL. They get no love.
Dominican Sue was really one of those guys. Aaron Donald. Well, Aaron Donald will stuff the run. Either he stuffs it for the linebacker or he stuffs it for himself.
That's not, I made a lot of tackles for losses and stuff as a linebacker, and that's because I got, as a nose tackle, that's because I got penetration.
Yeah.
My job was to move up, and I generally had a guard and a center blocking me, or I had a guard and the fullback blocking me. But I made sure I had penetration on every play. If you got penetration on every play, nothing goes up in the middle. So if it can't go up in the middle, where's it going to go?
The outside.
It's going to go to the outside. You got them blitzing backers on the outside. You got them defensive tackles blitzing from the outside. It's a jailbreak.
I know.
You got a defensive nose tackle who can penetrate, play in and play out. You got them guys on the end getting all them scraps. Those are the ones going to get the gold jacket. Those are the ones going to get the big contracts.
Yeah, they are.
That man shoving the pile back, blocking 2 people every play. You'll never hear about him.
I agree. It's sad, too.
You'll never hear about it.
Your next, what we think moment. It happened in Pittsburgh, a massacre. It's called the Wild Card Massacre in Pittsburgh. Alright, David DeCastro is a guard, right? It happens to be to me that you have Ndamukong Suh, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Cameron Wake on the other side. And you have a linebacker. What are their jobs on, Chris?
Ndamukong Suh.
Cameron Wake and the linebacker.
Now, what's the down and distance?
I don't know what the down distance was, but it was like 1st and 10, 2nd and 5.
We passed the 20-yard line.
Yeah, like they're giving the ball to Le'Veon Bell. Let's just say they give the ball to Le'Veon Bell. I don't remember what play they ran, but I do remember what happened.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. It depends on what Le'Veon Bell does. See, Le'Veon's a real patient runner. On a running play, you want to start the guard. You want to start the defensive player back. You want to go ahead and establish.
The run.
You want to establish the line of scrimmage. Once you establish the line of scrimmage, it's not a pass play. You want to sit there and close up the gaps until you see the running back. You cannot keep going forward until you see the line, until you see the running back.
True.
You can't.
I know.
Because you do 2 things. You keep going forward, you're leaving your linebackers hung out to dry. You're leaving your safeties hung out to dry.
Yep.
True?
True.
That is your responsibility.
Yep, and you want to hear what happened?
What happened?
David DeCastro versus Ndamukong Suh. Pancake block. Here comes Kevin Wade. Pancake block. And here comes the linebacker. Pancake block. So it's like saying, Uncle Chris is like saying, you're standing upright and you see a mass of Miami Dolphins players. The Miami defense don't test David DeCastro.
Oh my goodness.
Gritty. Like when you think of a guard, one of those throwback, old school, tough guards.
What the? What happened, y'all?
Yeah, he's a biscuit man anyway.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm telling you, anytime it's a running play, you've got to establish a line of scrimmage. Penetration is good for a nose tackle. For the simple reason it forces everything to the outside.
Yep.
On a running play, you know it's a running play.
It's either up the gut, outside.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm sick of seeing guys quit under the damn stretch play.
I agree. Toss plays.
Toss play, stretch play, that. I mean, and all you're gonna do is run out of bounds any damn way.
Yeah.
I mean, you must not want to call a timeout. Or we was going to run a stretch play. We'll figure out what we're going to do the next play. I really believe that stretch play is nothing more than the offensive coordinator still scratching his head on the last play. So let's run a stretch.
That's on the
What are
stretch.
you going to say? Wide banana? No, you don't really get to be a banana. They might as well call it wide stick.
Stick.
Yeah, you just run a stretch play. It's wide banana, right?
Right.
Banana. You know what I'm saying? Might as well call it wide stick because it goes straight. It never hooks and bends.
I agree. Alright. That's what happened. Here's another one, for example. It happened in Miami. It's pouring down rain.
Monsoon season.
Monsoon season.
Hurricane, baby.
The rain is coming down in Miami. And it's raining down on the Arizona Cardinals.
Puddles of joy.
Puddles of joy. Sprinkling everywhere. It's like raining baseballs outside.
Cats and dogs.
I agree. And here comes they call the play. We're gonna throw the ball.
Tannehill's gonna throw the ball.
He's gonna throw the ball,
There's
but
more to come.
he throws the ball, but it ends up backwards. He tries to throw the ball backwards, but instead it goes out of his hands and outside. And there's a fumble on the play, and you want to make it third and manageable. It was 3rd and 31.
That's doable if you're Tom Brady. Not if you're Ryan Tannehill.
I'm gonna go blow my nose with me and give me a drink. The Miami Dolphins and Ryan Tannehill. What were you thinking?
They got a little thing you spray on your hand, brother. It's called Stick-'em.
Stick 'em.
It is called Stick-'em. You spray on my hands when it rains. Like to snap the ball.
Alright.
That's it. You snap the ball, you hang on to it better in the rain. Yeah, but you know, they got things different now. I mean, most quarterbacks you see now, they got a glove on the hand.
I know, man.
I think most of them wear a damn glove because they want to get endorsement. Really?
I know.
I mean, you think about it. I got a Nike glove on.
Gotta put a glove on.
When was the last time you seen a quarterback throw without a glove?
I don't know when.
Brady use a glove?
Yep. He uses a glove.
Oh my goodness, what's Cam Newton used? He probably used a Versace glove or something.
He uses his hands really. He uses his hands, not gloves.
You know what he told them guys? He said, I'm wearing $3,000 Versace jeans.
Yeah,
That's probably what you're probably using Versace glove.
you're probably right. That's my quarterback. As
You're using words like Oikos and Versace.
that's what my quarterback did. That's what I feel like T.O. when I see Cam Newton go. That's my quarterback.
Quarterback, man. You upset about shit.
I was upset about 6 and 10.
Oh, he was faking that crap. He was trying to cry on cue so he could get a movie part. He would cry on cue, man. He'd be in Hollywood right now.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Let's start off with. Let me think of one. Oh yeah, it happened. Denver. Brock Osweiler returns to his hometown crowd in Denver, Colorado.
Should have brought some money back with him.
All right. when you throw the ball, you want to make sure it's tight and firm, sort of like your seatbelt.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Hold on, hang on.
And it's not even raining. And when he throws the ball, it's a fumble on the play. When he threw it, it didn't have any spot. Just went, whoop, fumble.
Kind of like spit it out.
Yep. Like, oh no.
Oh my goodness. I bet your check hadn't dried yet when he done that hat.
They cut him this year for that.
Could y'all imagine them cutting Brock Osweiler?
He went to Cleveland, everybody.
Was he gonna be a tackling dummy?
A tackle. Yeah, he will.
Oh my goodness. He went to Cleveland, really?
He went to Cleveland. They signed him.
Man, they gonna break your legs in Cleveland, man. You already washed up, but you gonna be wrung out time you you already washed up, but you gonna be wrung out time you got to Cleveland.
I know. Anyway, Brock.
Hung out to dry.
Anyway, Brock Osweiler. What
Were
you
thinking? I know exactly what you're thinking, bro. You got paid, bro. More power to you. I don't blame you, man. I took the money to run too.
He did.
I mean, how many chances he's going to get to be a
Stop.
star?
Zero.
It wasn't going to be a star nowhere in Denver because, cause like I told you, the NFL's not for long. Denver had some points put up on them this year.
Yeah. Gosh.
They had some points put up on them, didn't they, guys?
Yes.
NFL not for long, brother.
Even a defensive tackle put a touchdown on you. And he threw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, really, you think about it, Denver had some points put on this year compared to the year before last.
Oh my gosh.
True?
True.
Why did they put points on?
The film.
The film is everything, guys, not for long. But Brock knew that he won't want to make it in Denver, man.
No.
They weren't going to pay him to stay. Yeah, he could be start quarterback in Denver, but hell, he could went to Houston, Texas. He was going to be in the playoffs one game.
True.
I mean, Houston, Texas, one and done, but at least you get,
Unless you're going up against a hurt Raiders team or the Cleveland Browns.
I'm going to tell you what, I hate to think that my team is only going to go as my quarterback goes. I mean, that is the Achilles heels of the Raiders.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr ain't on the field, they cannot move the ball.
And it was shown.
It's like the defense don't even play the same.
I know.
Well, I know why defense don't play the same because they play better with the lead than they do from behind.
It's sort of like Jameis Winston. When he's not on the field, there's no competitiveness in Tampa Bay.
No, Jameis Winston, he's the team and he's
The leader.
he's a leader.
He is.
He wouldn't be my choice of leaders, but like him or not, he's doing the job and he's very passionate about it. And folks are getting behind him.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, I kid you not, this year could be the year that they actually challenge Atlanta because it won't be Carolina, it won't be New Orleans.
No.
Good.
No, it won't. It won't be my team. It won't be New Orleans. But let's say Tampa Bay did beat the NFC champions Atlanta Falcons in their own stadium this year.
They did. And they did it with what?
Defense.
What else did they do?
They ran the ball.
They ran the ball. Oh my goodness. Defense and run the ball and your quarterback ain't even got to get on the field, guys.
And they win the game.
But you know what? Jameis Winston had some pretty good shots down the field on it. Yeah, I think he had one in that game that should have been called.
Mike Evans or
It didn't happen. That could have really blew that game out of proportion.
it was convincingly the way they did it too. It was like a 10-point win. It was
Yeah.
more than 9 points.
But they could have done it really, really, really convincing. That could have broke their spirits going into the playoffs, really.
Yeah.
But they run the ball and they pretty much stopped them running the ball. What I want to know is what makes their defensive secondary so much better than everybody else's.
The front seven.
You think it's so much pressure they can't
I think, well, they really gonna get some help off the run game this year with the addition of Chris Baker.
I mean, they say if the quarterback is laying on his back, he can't throw the ball. True,
True.
but all he needs is 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
True.
True.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Ball put it in your hand.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you get 2, 1,000, you better be winding up the throw.
Camden won 1,002. What number are we on now? Oh yeah, we're on 5,000.
No, Cameron runs all the way back. Cameron takes 9-step drop and he starts counting.
He does that not tell me
9-step drop and starts counting. I mean, if you're going to go deep down the field, why you got to take a 9-step drop? 4.5, 5 is good. Take 4 and bounce and then sling it.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, bounce. That's how it should be.
Alex Smith does it all the time.
Yeah, Alex Smith 1,000 is off. Look, Susie hike.
I mean, with Alex Smith, the young is always going with the ball anyway before that ball's ever snapped 9% of the time.
Yeah.
He's not even looking that side of the field. If I'm a DB and I'm looking at Alex Mills looking over yonder, I know it's coming right straight toward me.
Or
All he's gonna do is turn it ahead and sling it.
he's like, he looks like, I can't think of his
You ever
name.
notice Alex Smith is never staring down the receiver?
Yeah.
Cameron, he does not stare down his receiver. He does not blow kisses, wink at him. Then throw the ball.
I agree. He doesn't do that crap.
If you look at him, man, like he's the last piece of chicken, everybody else gonna want that piece of chicken.
Tom Brady, I remember seeing him against the Texans a long time. He was staring down a receiver. They thought he was going to throw it out. He stored that receiver about 2 seconds. Last second, he looks the other way, and all the defense shifted that way, and the guy was wide open on the post.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a question. You think Tom Brady drew in that direction, or you just think he realized he was staring down the receiver?
He drew him in that direction.
You know what? We'll never know because we didn't ask him, did we?
You're right.
And if he did ask him, Bill Belichick said, "Don't you tell him what you do." Save it.
If he did, he slapped the mess out of him.
Yeah, man. Tom Brady give away his game secret.
You think?
Now, what were you thinking, Tom?
Has the Tom
Matter of
Turner?
fact, next time you think about giving away something, you call me up. It's like, oh, I'll go ahead and get dressed and drive over there and smack you myself.
Well,
Better yet, you drive to my house and let me smack
true.
you. True.
Hey, here's it. All right, this happened in Lambeau Field. Same situation with the Packers and the Seahawks. All right, how long does it take to score on Seattle's defense if you're any average team besides Green Bay on the first drive?
I'm gonna take it.
If you're playing offense and you're going to be against the Seattle Seahawks at your home, and you're not the Green Bay Packers, how long do you think would it take for you to score on that defense?
Take a minute.
Take a minute?
It'll take a while. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take that back because let's face it, the Seahawks are not playing at home. They're half the team.
Yeah, I agree.
Their defense gives up twice as many points, 3 times as many points on the road as they do at home. True?
True.
So they say very few teams score on the first drive against Seattle.
Very few.
So, I would say 5 minutes and 34 seconds.
Well, it took Aaron Rodgers. Let's see, I think they had the ball for 15 minutes. Around 11 minutes, they were already in the end zone. And it was like a deep ball, too. And then here comes the guy. You know how Deshaun Jackson threw it out the end zone? Well, the receiver ran in the end zone, and he threw the ball. And if you're Seattle Seahawks, it wasn't the no fun league at that time because that ball hit that Seattle defender in the face as soon as he threw it like that.
Oh my goodness.
And then you knew it was on for the Packers after that moment.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Did you ever get me there? Why is that? Seattle, why can't y'all travel?
They can't. They live off of time. It's called the 12th man, but if you're a Texas A&M fan, it's the 12th man there, but the 12th man in Seattle.
12th man don't mean shit. That 12th man ain't pushing that guy off you.
I agree.
You think I played good because somebody was cheering?
No, he traveled.
I played good when I was playing good because I was jamming my mitts in somebody's pits and driving to the ground and do what the heck I want to do. Not because somebody's going,
True.
that didn't mean crap to me.
I agree.
It's like somebody telling me, I sure appreciate you doing all this for me. You know, I'm at work, I want you to put on see my paycheck.
I agree.
I mean, you can only get so many attaboys. It don't mean nothing after a while.
I agree with Chris.
I mean, everybody wants the boss man to tell them doing a good job. But at some point in juncture, you want to be reflected in your paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't need a cheerleader. I want money, I can buy one.
Agree.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So you playing at home shouldn't mean crap.
I agree. I mean, look what, I mean.
Unless they throwing 50s down there, yeah. Dang right.
Well, let's look at, there's a team that has really stocked up on their defense this year. The Jacksonville Jaguars got, I don't know if these are good additions, but they had Calais Campbell come from Arizona to play with Malik Jackson in that front four.
Yeah, but you know, he's got 2 good years left in him.
And then they brought A.J. Boye from the Houston Texans to play for him.
He never did do what he was supposed to do in Houston, did
A.J. Boye, no.
he? He never did peak like he was supposed to.
No.
I mean, he wasn't a bad player. He just didn't. I think if he could have played with
The better team.
I think he could have played with a good nose tackle earlier instead of later on. There's been a little sparkle there,
Yeah.
but he wasn't. You know, he wasn't a polished player when they got him. You know, kind of like when you see something on TV and your kids want it says some assembly required. And there was a lot of moving parts there that weren't there when they got it. I mean, and a lot of it's got to do with the system they play, and he just wasn't. It wasn't conducive the way he played the game. It really wasn't, because you know most defense are attacking defenses. True.
True.
Houston Texans, they're attacking defense, but they're only attacking defense on the front. They're not attacking defense
In the second.
in the secondary. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It did not play well for him.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's a different system. You know, he might sparkle like a diamond. Kind of hard to say. You never know.
Yep.
I mean, you buy a used car, you don't know what you're getting.
True.
You know what the other guy got when he had it?
Yeah, and you know what he had, but you don't know what you got.
You got the Carfax, right?
Right. Carfax.
Yeah, you got the Carfax on that dude, man. You know what he did there now? Were you trying to get the same amount of mileage out of him there?
Yeah.
Jacksonville's got, on paper, Jacksonville's got some of the best offense.
In the league.
I mean, on paper, they got receivers, man. They could.
Allen Robinson. Allen Earns.
I mean, they got receivers that could catch.
Anything.
They could catch the clap on the wall. I mean, they catch everything.
that's pretty bad. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
they could catch the clap on the wall. I mean, they could catch anything. And in the game, man, I don't know what it is, but when the clock goes a clicking in the first quarter to the fourth quarter, they could not. Man,
If you want to shake my head.
oh my goodness. I mean, it could stink it up so bad.
Oh my gosh.
But on paper, I mean, you like, Jacksonville, when the hell y'all gonna play some ball, guys?
Ta-da.
And we're not gonna see anything in the preseason. All we're gonna see is
Hype.
hype. Well, we're gonna see you're gonna see everything you're gonna see is vanilla.
Yeah.
You're gonna see vanilla. You ain't gonna see no sprinkles, no good stuff.
It's like a donut. You ain't gonna get glazed yet, and no spring.
The only teams you're gonna see run their playbook is the ones that got to sell damn tickets. Or boys ticket sales are dirty. Let's get these boys something. Let's hype these boys up so they go ahead and buy tickets. We're gonna run some like flea flickers and everything else. We're gonna run 3 or 4 drag routes. We're gonna throw the ball long at least twice a quarter.
True. And here, Chris, our last questions for the day is: the top 100 has come on our TVs, and I'm Chris. Number 10 to number 1. Who would be your top 10 players of this year? Start from number 10.
Start with number 10. I'm gonna go with Julio Jones.
Number 10. Julio.
Julio Jones. I'm gonna tell you why. He's gonna decide 4 games this year for the Falcons.
True.
He is. Matty Ice is gonna get 4 come from behind games this year with Julio Jones, and it's gonna be like it ain't no thing. Really?
I know. I caught a 50-yard bomb with ease. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, really, I think he's gonna do good. I think Tom Brady is gonna shine again this year. I really do. Not so much as far as I don't know. We're not even impressed with you no more, Brady. We used to seeing it.
I know. Now they got Brandon Cooks now on their offense.
Oh my goodness. I mean, you're going to see that, I'm going to predict we're going to see the resurgence of Tampa Bay this year, and it's going to come by a quarterback named Jameis Winston, and he's going to show a lot of that sparkle that Cam showed running the ball. He's going to run the ball more this year, but come playoff time, son, cover up. Turn the page on that thing. You pick on the ball and playoff. I'm going to see best defensive player this year.
No, Aaron.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not going to say Aaron Donald because, like we said, NFL not for long.
Yeah.
Those guys that watch themselves lose their balance one time too many. I'm going to say Javion Clowney this year is going to be the premier pass rusher. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because it's going to be just enough J.J. Watt on the field.
I forgot about that name.
It's going to be just enough J.J. Watt on the field to let Mr. Clowney get in the limelight.
True. You can't double team them both either.
You ain't double teaming both, so you got Vince Wilfork going up the middle, so he's going to take up 2 bodies, so trust me, it's going to be a feast on the ends.
I agree. You got Merciless too.
Well, yeah, he's going to shine too, but I think David kind of going to really shine this year because he was just starting to come into it last year.
Yeah.
Acker made it, Vince Wilfork making him look good. He sure was. Like I said, everybody was worried about the linebacker play. I must say that the best, who's going to be the best corner this year?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that we're going to see one this year out of, what was that kid's name out there that played on the opposite side of Barry?
Eric Berry, there's Marcus Peters.
I think Marcus Peters is going to show up this year big time for several reasons. Because I really believe that the Kansas City has got to get their defense more aggressive to go ahead and do more.
What started?
They're going to have to start up somewhere because you can't keep playing bend don't break. I mean, it's just too many holes to plug when you play that. I mean, I think, is Gronk going to show up? Yeah, he's going to show up, but he doesn't make the top 10 because we're used to that too.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to see something, resurgence in, you're going to see, believe it or not, you're going to see Eli. You're going to see Eli this year. He's going to actually get on the same page as somebody. It's not going to be who you think. You're going to see the resurgence of Eli in the salsa dance. So what's that kid's name?
Sterling Shepard or Victor Cruz?
Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz is going to resurface this year.
I think they got rid of Victor.
Did he?
I think they did.
I really was hoping they were going to use him across the middle as a possession receiver this year.
I think they got rid of him.
Who's going to be the possession receiver this year?
They have Sterling Shepard. I think it's that. If I have 2 of my sources, I believe they only have Sterling Shepard and Odell Beckham.
They got to have a possession. You got to have a third slot receiver. Who's going to be the one?
We don't know yet, but we will find
Well,
one.
I tell you what, whoever they put in that third receiver position for what I call the bing bag toss. What the bing bag toss is?
Big bag.
It's the only guy that catches the ball at the middle and he gets bing, bing. We're talking about a possession receiver. The other possession receiver is going to be the third receiver on the field. Because then they go 4 wide. Because you ever notice that New York always goes 3 wide receivers, 1 running back in the backfield,
Yeah.
1 extra tight end.
Yeah.
So really that third receiver is going to shine this year. Eli Manning is not going to be going. Because you notice the last couple of years, everything he's throwing is to the sideline, to the sideline, to the sideline. He does better throwing to his left than he does his right.
True.
Well, you're going to see a lot of little end cutout routes coming down the back across the field, and it's got to because even last 2 years it's been there from taking. I don't know whether it be the offensive coordinator ain't got enough sense to see it, or the DBs are playing too shallow on the back front for that or what, but it's there, guys, it's there. I mean, it's just like, it's like when your money's not in the bank but it's in your pocket. It's there. It's tangible, you can see it, it's there.
Yep. It's there.
You can touch it, feel it, sniff it, it's there, it's tangible. I mean, you don't see it on paper, it's literally there.
True.
Because that's all that's been missing for the New York Giants is offense.
I agree.
Running game's still there, guys, it's just ain't.
Pass game.
Pass game's where it's down at because, you know, when you see teams like New Orleans put the ball up 52 times a game,
And I get 49 points a game.
I mean, you throw the ball 50 times a game, I mean, look at Drew Brees, better yet, you go ahead and go to San Diego and Mr. Rivers. I like to see those two, I watch those two play every single week.
San Diego versus New
Yeah,
Orleans.
watch San Diego and New Orleans play every single week. Drew Brees is going to go ahead and be probably one of the, he's going to have another 3,000 yards easy.
5,000 yards.
You don't have 3,000 yards before you ever start talking about playoffs.
Dude, this is probably true, man.
This is true.
I know it is.
I mean, let's face it, guys, in 6 games, he's going to have
1,000 yards.
7 games, he'll have 3,000 yards.
Easy.
Easy. Because the guy's going 538, 547, 418, 492, 502.
Right there. Boom.
Boom, it's there, man.
He's
That's a sure bet.
It's,
Before you ever start taking playoffs, he'll have 3,000
you
yards.
know what's so sad about it is? He puts up 49 points, 50-some points, 30. You name it. It's 30 above. And then when the defense plays, they give up 40 above. And it's sad to see him go through that. But as a Panther fan, I'm good for this.
I mean, Drew Brees brought offense to New Orleans. That's something they never had.
I agree.
Never had offense in New Orleans, but you know what? We get to the point now, you ain't really had defense. I ain't never seen a great defense in New Orleans. You know, the Roman Harper was one of the last defensive players playing. And I think he was playing at Carolina the year he was Super Bowl winner.
When they went to the Super Bowl
Against Denver.
he was in Carolina.
He was in Carolina. I know he was. He was in Carolina because you can't miss that old cotton head. Man, like a little Q-chip running out there. White hair and all. God bless him. And you know, he was playing a lot of cover, playing a lot of nickel.
Yeah,
But he was still effective.
sure was.
I just hated that Kim looked for you, man. You could have had 2.
I know. And they got rid of him, and he's back in New Orleans. Roman Harper.
Back in New Orleans.
Yep.
I don't know where did he go back to New Orleans for.
The Panthers cut him for some odd reason that he got to be explained.
Panthers cut him because Panthers didn't have no defense and they didn't want to hear no different from old guy. Most folks don't.
Yeah, this is
I'm
true.
one of them. They don't like listen to me either. I'd say the best running back. I think you're going to see Le'Veon Bell this year.
That's always.
Le'Veon Bell is going to have to be the breadwinner for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year because I see Big Ben getting hurt.
He is the breadwinner.
Big Ben's going to get hurt this year, guys, and I'll tell you
What
why.
you doing yet, Chris?
Offensive line ain't where it should be. Hold on, folks. What do you want?
I can't have the thing.
Hold on, man.
Well, I'm gonna give it a little bit for Uncle Chris. I think Le'Veon Bell is gonna get is 1,500-yard rusher this year. If he's not hurt, either that he's gonna go to 2,000 this year. Le'Veon Bell,
Maybe out 1642.
1642.
1642 because Big Ben is going to be gone by the fifth game. Fifth game, he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Big Ben is not in the shape he should be. He's not. Alan is such a big guy, and the man, he's been taking hits every year. And let's face it, man, they've been chopping on that tree for a while. It's about time he'd fall, son. I mean, he's had his what? His ankle's been redone.
MCL, ankles, yeah,
Shoulder.
shoulders.
Not counting the motorcycle wreck.
Yeah, motorcycle wreck.
Yeah.
When was this?
Second year he played. He drove a motorcycle up and down the road when we lived on somebody's bike, wrecked it. He said, let me drive your motorcycle. Hell yeah. And you can buy them too. Buy you two if you're ready, but I just don't see Ben making the whole season this year. I see that tight end. I'm going to go ahead and predict he's going to be the best tight end in football this year because he's going to get some calls from the referee when they hold him this year. What's that kid's name?
Who? Antonio Brown?
No, what's that tight end's name in Kansas City?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. He's a hot head, but he made his point last year. Some more fishes want to give him some blood this year.
I know.
What do you want, sweetheart?
It's done.
We'll go get it.
I'm gonna put my hands.
Why not? You ain't gonna burn mine.
I'm gonna hold up my stuff.
Well, I guess you'll live, won't you? Yeah, that's about where we are with that. I can't think of, I don't see nobody, I don't see no rookies. I mean, I see some rookies making some plays here and there. But I'm more excited about what's going to come out of special teams because that's going to be next year's players. Whoever comes out of special teams this year will be next year's players. Very seldom you draft somebody that actually play. Unless you're really thin in the skin and say like you like the Carolina Panthers, you got two safeties who cannot backpedal 20 yards with that 20-yard head start. And chances are, you get drafted by a team like that, you won't play the first year.
Tell me about it. I mean,
What's the first thing they tell you when you're playing too deep? Why do you play too deep?
you were the last line of defense
Well, why do you play too deep?
because you don't want anything going over top of you.
That's it. You play too deep because you want nothing going over top of you. You want to keep everything in front of you, right?
And they just look at the ball. Oh man, he's open.
We're going to let Atlanta Falcons set the ball over top of us every time, and we're going to be 10 yards behind.
That sounds just about right.
They run like a damn gazelle.
But they got rid of one safety.
Adrian Peterson ain't going to play for the Vikings this year, is he?
He's in the Saints. He's in the Saints uniform now.
Adrian Peterson's in a Saint uniform.
That means the run game's got even better.
Oh, the running game was already good.
Yeah.
You look against me, is the Saints had Chris Ivory at one time.
And they had Darren Sproles too.
Yeah, but Chris Ivory was just,
Bruiser.
he's an angry runner.
And he went to Jacksonville.
I tell you what, if they ever get Chris Ivory in Jacksonville, did they ever get a good guard, a good pulling guard? Did they?
I don't know if they did or didn't.
I mean, on paper, Jacksonville's got all the tools, man. They could just figure it out. And if Chris Ivory could bring an attitude to that running game, my goodness, it's going to be dirty.
We know he's gonna win the division this year, hands down.
You're not going to see, yeah, I mean, you could actually, who's going to challenge him? Who's going to challenge him?
Houston.
In that division, Houston, I don't see Houston challenging them.
No.
Not if they can run the ball.
Yeah.
But Houston can stop you from running the ball. So there you go, right there. I mean, that's just like I mean, that's like a yin for yang. It's kind of hard to explain what's going to happen next.
Yep.
I can't wait to see how that all pans out, guys. I tell you what, by week 3 we'll have it hemmed down. We'll do our top picks.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say you're gonna get rich, but I say you'll come out ahead every week.
True.
We'll do better than 65% every week.
Yep. I'll get well for this year. I think that we may have a right number. I think I just make a prediction. The Jets are gonna have a losing season this year.
Is Fitzy gonna go back to the Jets?
I don't know. I think they got rid of Fitzy.
What's Fitzy gonna wind up at now?
I don't know where he's gonna wind up.
Fitzpatrick, man, I go ahead and I call up Houston because the rumor is they play washed out quarterbacks, big money to come up there.
Deshaun Watson went to Houston. Everybody.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to be interesting because Deshaun Watson can throw the deep ball pretty good.
Yeah.
And the guy's got some legs on him.
But he can't read it either.
Deshaun.
Watson.
My goodness, remember this. Not for long.
Long.
Ask Robert Griffin how fast did it take Haloti Ngata to go ahead in his career.
Someone
Because
dropped him.
He was never the same.
No.
He saw that big man running across that field. He said, "Oh, I'm a juke and jive him." And that big man, as big as he was, 3 times the size of RG3, not only out juking and jiving him, but running him down and messed his knee up, and he ain't never been the same since.
Yeah.
And that's the only quarterback he ever done it to. So here's an idea. If you see him coming, watch film on the great Aaron Rodgers.
True.
All you gotta do is hook slide, brother.
Get a few yards.
Yeah, run 50 yards, hook slide.
Yep.
Hook slide, drop, lay the ball down, get up, and go get in the huddle. Ref will spot it for you. You ain't got to go ahead and run through somebody. Quarterbacks ain't doing that stuff. You're supposed to be the general. Use your head.
I agree.
Use your head.
I know.
Use your head for something besides a battering ram on a 2-yard run. That's what quarterbacks do. That's what fullbacks do.
Yep. Well, if you're Mike Toby, he's down.
Unless you're Mike Tolbert, you know.
He went to Buffalo, everybody.
Only way he'll run to is a refrigerator.
There's one right
And
there.
he stops in front of that too, just like he does the offensive line. He runs to the offensive line and stops. Ball game.
That's it for the Uncle Chris Sports Show. Uncle Chris, we thank you for a good show. And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys, preseason coming up in August, right?
All the what?
That's a preseason football in August, y'all.
Preseason. Wait.
We'll hype them up for you.
Full hyping. Heck, I even make a trailer for it.
Because they ain't going to show you nothing but crap anyway.
Dude, that's
They're going to show you vanilla, 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 vanilla. No
that's
sprinkles, no sugars, no chocolate. Just vanilla. You're going to see bland is bland is where it's at.
That's it. Bye, everyone.
That's all I show you was vanilla. I want to show you what I was running.